how there's 3 of 4 impound lots up north that the Blaine County pays for, but there's only one in the city. And despite that, Blaine County pays for all the costs up north and doesn't receive $1. From my understanding, Los Santos County has covered some of that cost. If they can do that with tow truck drivers, why can't they do that with the PD?
Because I mean, as far as I know, they didn't really supplement the cost. They what they did was they had me adjust the slider. Like basically they took over ownership of the of like paying that dividend.
Yeah, but they can do that with the PD related costs.
Yeah, but they could have stopped at any time. But why would they do it? See, towing's different. It's a public service. It makes sense. You know,
what are we, Pred?
It's a public service, but at the same time, there comes a certain je ne sais quoi and power that comes with overseeing and controlling a police department.
All the more reason they shouldn't have any oversight over.
Yeah, but not
oversight, to be clear.
Mayor in Blaine County would want to sign over that control.
Well, no, there wouldn't be control. It literally would be a matter of like.
There essentially would, because if you don't do what I say, the money stops coming in.
I mean, yes, but that's when you start getting into like. You start getting into
politics, baby.
Well, yes, politics, but at the end of the day, listen, we've seen how this goes. You start fucking doing this whole North versus South, us versus them, like bullshit. It's not healthy for anyone.
That's not what I'm doing.
No,
Listen,
no, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. You're doing. To be clear,
as a neutral party. Artie Hardy or Nino Chavez. Well, that's easy. Princess Elena, Duncan Fenwell. Sleepy Duncan. Marty Banks.
You know that Duncan tried going for the sheriff position when it was first introduced, and he told me, and I quote, because I like chicken. I'm not kidding. That word for word.
And Duncan always struck me as someone that had like a brain deficiency. Honestly, fuck Marty Banks, on God. He's a bitch. He's just gonna be doing whatever Daddy Lang tells him to do anyway.
You bring up a good point.
Princess Elena is at least someone who worked for me, a disciple. You know, she did good work. She probably learned from being the mayor a little bit that she needs to fucking, you know, essentially castrate these people around her in order to fucking get shit done.
Holy fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I had an idea, and it's not a good or healthy one.
Hey, those are usually the best ones.
No, it's not. It's not, because it'd be putting the department at a disadvantage, hopefully short-term disadvantage for long-term gain. Oh my god, I hate the fact that this just popped in my mind. I'm just thinking, you know, the thing is, I don't want to go through another us versus them bullshit phase. It's so stupid.
It's inevitable, man. It's always
I know, but I hate that it has to come to that. I'm just looking at our numbers right now. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 LSPD, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 BCSO on duty right now.
That's good.
Yep.
I like seeing a lot of cops around.
And of those numbers, guess how many are up north?
How many?
2, one of which is heading south right now, back into the city.
Well, I don't blame them because, you know, I mean, there's not really too much going on up there, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's.
But all the more reason that, considering an overwhelming majority of what we respond to is down here, with pretty much the exception of like Polito and the oddball robbery up in Harmony, or maybe drug sales up in Sandy. All the more reason when the Los Santos County has so much fucking money, I don't know why they'd be trying to protect every ounce of it.
Well, you know what I'll never forget? And it's something I should have really brought up during my... Honestly, I'm going to text Justice Falconer. I literally just remembered this. I remembered when I was a marshal, all right? And Polito and Sandy Shores actually had a lot of foot traffic. Like, I mean, those places had some fucking foot traffic roads. Like, there was stuff going on. And then Barrick was chief. All right, at the time, I don't think there was a sheriff. right? There wasn't a sheriff at the time when
Correct.
Barrick was chief, I don't think.
Yeah. Despite
That was
Barrick
when
being
the
chief,
Polito
though,
Punisher stuff was going on.
you do have to understand, because I hate the bad rep that Barrick gets, unfortunately. Barrick was the chief
man
of...
that's not a leader.
No. Barrick, despite being the chief of police, had so many fucking chains that he couldn't make his own decisions.
Yeah, that's... Oh, well, here's the thing. I hate to tell you this. Anybody that allows that to happen to him ain't a leader.
Well...
Would have been more... he would have had more integrity to fucking vacate the office and give it to someone else than if he felt that way. He liked the claim to power, so he wrote it out. And he's just not a leader. He wasn't even particularly a good cop in our department.
What? We're going to have to agree to disagree. We're going to have to agree to disagree,
sorry.
Fred.
Listen, Barrick Johnson is historically a person that hasn't done anything of any value. And he demonstrated that when... Can we go get something to eat? I'm hungry.
I mean, we can head there, but I only got a few more minutes before I have to get going, Brett.
Yeah, it's fine.
I hate that my schedule does not align very well with yours, because I feel like every time I fucking see you... Today you were around earlier, it seems, because I ran into you.
Yep.
Are you... Is this, like, not normal schedule for you?
Well, it is normal. 9 a.m. CST.
9? Well, I guess it's been 2 hours.
I mean, you were around a lot when I was sheriff.
Yeah, but I was always 3 into 1.
Pretty
and
good overlap.
Yeah. The reason it worked so well, Pred, is because we were able to accommodate pretty much 2 full shifts with minor overlap, and not like, believe it or not, I actually think the issue with like Cassidy and Bones is that like there was a lot of overlap amongst them. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that, because Cassidy is definitely 1 into 2 and Bones is like full on 2. So I guess it worked. But like, I don't know. I remember when Elizabeth Reed became the chief of police, and I told her like very clearly and early on, whoever you pick as your assistant chief,
yeah, Queen Elizabeth.
Whoever you pick as your assistant chief, don't have it be someone who's around 24/7 with you. Have solid overlap with them for an hour, maybe 2, but cover completely different shifts, because there's always going to be an oddball shift, right? Whether it's
shift 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Normally.
Though I covered 3 at the time, you covered 1 into 2, well, mostly 1, and then, you know, again, the oddball shift is going to be what it's going to be. There's nothing you can do about that.
We had full coverage for our department when it came to fucking getting...
Yeah, that's because we delegated and empowered people.
We did do that.
What the fuck is... Jesus. Hold up. Do you have a...
How the fuck did my tow truck get all the way down there?
If I had to guess, it was struck. Holy fuck.
Hey, technically it's not legally parked.
I mean, it is in the middle of the road, but... 1 second. Guys, there's so much trash!
So much littering. So much littering.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god, that's... oh my god, I pulled you over the other day. Oh my god, I remember. It was in this car, actually.
Yeah, Mr. Sneeze, yeah, that's me.
Yep.
Mr. Sneeze?
Pred, when you sneezed, is it like a one-off, or like when I sneeze, it's like 3 every time without fail?
Me, it's usually a couple, yeah. When I
Couple?
start sneezing, it's like a fit of sneezes, yeah. It's not like just one time.
Yeah, same.
Nothing's worse than when you go to sneeze and then you just can't do it.
Oh, that's the fucking worst. All right, I'm gonna get us over to Senior Buns, and then I can drive you back. But I have to get going, unfortunately. Though it was nice catching up with you. It's probably, considering the numbers that are around right now, it's one of the only times that like I've actually been able to entertain that conversation with you.
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, things seem like they're up a little bit better, which is good.
Yeah, honestly, it's been even in shift 3, like our numbers have been so up good that I don't feel obligated to respond to every fucking call, and it's just a breath of fresh air, to be honest. I'll park here.
careful parking in front of those bus stops.
There we go. Sorry, I don't want my tire touching the curb.
Yeah, you don't want your tire touching the curb.
Yep. Though typically I would.
Like that stupid officer right there.
Yeah, but their lights are on, so they're exempt.
True. No, their lights are off.
No. It doesn't say emergency lights. It says lights and/or sirens.
Fair point.
Hello.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's a terrible hair dye job.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, let me get.
I'll take
let
one
me get
combo.
Two specials
Dealer's
there,
choice.
big dog.
Oh, I don't work here. You gotta come to Barefoot Cafe.
What?
Yeah, this is Cloud Kitchen for me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Jordan doesn't work there either.
I do.
Well, then you can clock in and get your.
No, I ain't gonna clock in
What
if
is
there's
your
other places open.
problem?
But I'm just saying that's disgusting. You're not wearing any fucking shoes. This is
Who
Who
asked? Who asked?
No one wants your foot fungus.
Well, hold on, Pret. To be fair, her feet ain't touching. Her feet ain't touching the food.
Exactly, and I don't work at Big Dog Noodles, and you're free for Big Dog Noodles, so I don't see the issue. I don't see the problem.
I'm gonna be real between us. I find it strange that anyone goes there when they only give you a main and a drink. One combo,
Yeah, I know.
please.
One combo?
Yep.
Kyle, bread.
Bread.
All right.
Hey,
start right there.
what's going on? Fucking.
Yeah, what's funny is Kyle Pride
doing
was
there?
actually
I didn't
really
know I had a
nice to
brain
me
fart
when we
there for a
first met
second.
because he wanted
you
my
doing,
help
man?
with his
Long time.
campaign, but now he's just rude as fuck.
Ooh.
What do you mean rude? You're just. I just pointed out you're not wearing any feet, and I don't understand the red hair. I'm not saying I have to understand it. I just don't. I just don't get it.
Oh my God. Evidence.
Trying to
Well,
look
it
like-
doesn't need to make
Trying to
sense
look
for you,
like
sir.
Wendy from Wendy's or something. What the hell's going on over here?
Well, then I'll just take that as a compliment because Wendy is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Nah. She's honestly
Here
E
we
tier
are.
mascot.
Kyle,
No,
what's this about
no.
you running for director of marshals? I saw in your lemon.
Yeah. I'm the future director of the Marshals.
Ooh,
Junior.
that'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the only option.
I mean, is there anyone else running for it at the moment?
Yeah, Cassidy, Bones, and Barrick, and some others that I don't care about.
I don't understand why half of them bitches are running. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. Holy fuck.
Say
Hey,
hi to your slug.
Oh, he's not a slug. He was
He's a
pretending to
slug.
be a worm that day. Relax. Fred, remember when I said he was being all pouty because I said I wouldn't love him if he was a worm? She
Oh,
was
yeah,
present.
yeah.
He was crawling everywhere.
That must have been embarrassing for you.
It was actually, yeah. Yeah, it was. Vote Nino Chavez for mayor. Okay.
At this point, just make Nino the senator.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
I mean, if he keeps winning every time, he has to be doing something right.
Yeah, when his only opposition is party who's been trying to be the mayor for how many years?
Party Hardy has ran in pretty much every single one of the elections.
Yeah.
And in fact, he won our first
I
election.
can ask him my name. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
What's her name?
They're trying to figure out my name. They forgot.
Cole?
Oh, that's the one.
Ooh.
We were on completely wrong second lecture there.
What was that?
Oh. Cole Cascade.
Cole,
the
I was
one.
pretty close.
If it makes
Yeah.
you feel any better, Cole, I don't know any of their fucking names.
I know TJ because he does this cute little wiggle with his stump.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I'm nervous.
It's
Do the wiggle.
Fred, I know your name. Are you actually gonna wake up the DOJ and say when can I sue you?
I already
Look at
had
his
my
little
interview.
wiggle. He looks like a
Yeah,
little
but
shit.
you're still trying to sue the DOJ and they've not said anything in months.
Oh, that's
Oh
awkward.
yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, they hey, look.
Oh, bloody hell.
You know something? I guess they win.
No. Go on the docket and say you'll agree to drop it in return for being made a director.
Oh. Well,
Well,
no,
that-
isn't that borderline
that would
bribery?
be illegal. Yeah.
Not that wouldn't.
Blackmail?
Oh.
Oh.
I don't want to die. I don't want...
What
Who's
the
barking?
fuck?
There's a
Who's
puppy in
barking?
that car.
I don't know, but I have to get going, so y'all have a good one.
Goodbye.
Hey, you're low on gas, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to get you back to the Marshall. Do you want me to drop you off to your tow truck?
To my tow truck. I got work to do.
I do wish you the best. For what it's worth, I don't think you'd be a bad choice.
I'm the best choice.
I think you are a very competent person, and as long as you
Just
don't do
imagine-
anything stupid, Pred, that's
Just
the
imagine all the fear. Just imagine. See, listen, here's the thing you got to recognize, Rhodes. You know, Barrick becomes Marshal. No one cares. Cassidy does. No one cares. Bones does. No one cares. Kyle Pred becomes the director of the Marshals. The city loses its fucking mind. People
yeah, you're
are-
not
people
wrong.
are
That will
afraid.
happen. That will happen. All right,
That's
Pred.
what we
I
need.
appreciate
That's
you.
what we need, baby.
Stay safe, Pred.
Bye, Rhodes.
I have to get going, chat. I really wish I had more overlap with Kyle. I hate that, like, every time I run into him, typically, it's just, like, very, very shortly, and you can't have a short conversation with Kyle, ever. Like, that's the reality of the situation. So it was nice having some solid overlap here. Ah. Oop. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, I'll go back to channel 1. Any info on the 78s?
I don't believe there was any communication. I was there approximately a minute ago. They were by Senior Buns, and they were next to Cole Cascade and someone with orange pants and missing an arm.
Oh, any explosions happened for sure? Yeah.
Yeah, there was multiple. We were in the garage.
I am inside the Senior Buns right now. I don't see anybody in here that needs to be detained. This is something that happened yesterday too. For anybody that's not aware, they threw a Molotov, blew up cops at Senior Buns. It could be the same thing, similar.
Copy that. Spread your cars out, guys. Don't group up like that. You could easy target for another one.
It looks like the inside of Senior Buns is completely clear.
EMS and fire department en route. Sit rep for units joining frequency.
I'm not on scene. From my understanding, a bunch of stuff was blown up, whether it be a Molotov or a grenade. I was there approximately a minute before the 13s went off. There was multiple people. There was a white jugular. Cole Cascade, I believe, was in the driver's seat of it. There was an individual with orange pants, missing an arm. They only had a stub. And that was pretty much it. Other vehicles parked in the area. White Sultan, likely Jordan Walker, considering he was inside. Outside of that, nothing.
The one in the orange pants with the stub is gonna be a 47. Looks like you got blown up as well.
A firm.
Yeah, so I just spoke with Junior Huntley, who walked out just as it blew up, and he said the only person that he saw stood around them as he walked out and looked to his left, it all blew up, was the guy who's down on the ground at the moment. He didn't see anything else. They might have been further south because he walked out of the entrance of Senior Buns and looked left and saw the explosion happen. So whatever happened, the suspect may have been positioned further south on Calais, maybe.
Confirm.
A firm. I was on one, and I know there was situations on 2 and 3 or whatever. I didn't hear anything on radio whatsoever.
I believe Matilda was here taking a victim statement of someone who's held up that we were pursuing a vehicle from.
Radio check.
I'm gonna gather the evidence. We got a silent check.
Grim, by the way, thank you for the 37 months. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it should be code 4 for EMS.
A firm fire truck and I'm on 76.
Do.
PD to EMS?
Send it.
Can we get 52
Howdy.
by
Hello.
Clinton Avenue, back alley? Oh, that's cheap.
What are those lights?
Is it downgraded to 77s?
Go on channel 3, please, EMS.
The Sony is upgraded 77s at the moment, and they've got enough units.
You know, one time I took like a handheld mirror to my ass cheek. You kind of look like my ass cheek, Willie.
Thank you. You must have a very nice ass.
Hey,
Hey.
what's going on?
Hey.
Remember, no masturbating in the locker room, guys. I don't want to have to put this out, but no masturbating in here. We're gonna have to cut that out.
I don't think that there was much of an issue, Bobby.
No. It was a big issue. A lot of people were doing it.
Really? You know, Bobby, I'm surprised you still have this job.
Well, you know, when you're the best of the best, they can't. I'm gonna do a Breaking Bad line. Rhodes, let me get over here. You know, they have Coke. They have Coke on the market. You know what? Why get rid of the name brand when? Because the name brand's always better than the off brand. You know, the off brand is like the people that hate on me. So you know, why get rid of the name brand when you have the name brand right here? I'm the best of the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest at doing my job, bro. You know, there's a reason that this is you're staring at the peak male athletic form, bro. You know what? Why get rid of the Coke? Okay.
You know,
we don't even have Coke.
Bobby, let me put this into perspective. Actually, I mentioned something to Carmine the other day and I misspoke. I called Carmine a diversity hire, and that's my fault. Both you and Carmine are diversity non-fires.
That's good, isn't it?
Well, just let that sink in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliment. Thank you.
Well, a compliment you. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep my distance here.
Thank you
still
so
sick?
Much. Oh yeah. I got AIDS.
Oh.
Got that last night.
Oh. Oh, what? I wish you the best. I really do wish you the best, Bobby. Now just let's not call people fat and then run them over in front of senior buns, okay?
You don't know what you saw.
I saw it clear as day, Bobby.
You don't know what you saw.
Bobby? Bobby, I know what I saw and heard. I'm just saying, Bobby, there's this thing called integrity, you know? And the implication of it is essentially like you would do the same whether or not you're being watched. You know?
Depends on who's watching.
Well...
Well, you know,
just know that there's no comparison amongst us, Bobby.
Yeah. I know. I'm the best of the best.
Yeah, you got fired from Dogtown. I love bringing that up to Bobby and Carmine. All right, who am I sending y'all off to? NoPixel.hasroot.net. Com. Okay. Ooh. I can spell. Chat, I'm gonna send y'all off to Angelina. Add trade Angelina. Chat, thank y'all so much for all love support. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the follows, hosts, raids, bits, donations, subs, get subs, resubs. I say this each and every time. I genuinely cannot have asked for a community to be built around channels. Thank y'all for being absolutely amazing. If y'all haven't already, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Curvyelephant. Join the Discord, discord.gg/Curvyelephant. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, drop me a follow on Twitch.